Now, it was also a big day in Pine Bluff as cyclists came together for Tour de Bluff. It's an annual event that's been going on for 2 decades. Tonight, THV 11's Jalissa Garza gives us a closer look at the tradition and how much it's grown.
This is definitely a labor of love.
It's a tradition that's been happening every year in Pine Bluff for 20 years now.
A lot of the people who started riding out with us, they were kids, and now they're adults, and now they're bringing their little kids.
Kenneth and Sandra Fisher are the people behind Tour de Bluff.
I thought that if we started a cycling event, other people would see how much fun I'm having, and they would join in.
And each year the cycling event has evolved, even offering something for everyone.
We have activities here at the staging site for the kids, and they're fun activities that are bicycle related.
The Fishers hope that those who participate in the routes take in the growing city.
People will get an idea of what some of our cherished areas are in Pine Bluff.
Mayor Shirley Washington says events like this are great for the city's growth.
To make this area, this city of Southeast Arkansas, a destination city. And I think things like Tour de Bluff are just so perfect for making that happen.
But more than anything, it brings the community together.
One Pine Bluff stronger together. It shows how powerful that unity, how powerful that togetherness is.
The Fishers say they've seen firsthand just how much this event connects people.
They have created some bonds that go even beyond Tour de Bluff. They have activities outside of Tour de Bluff. They challenge each other to ride a little further the next year.
People are happy to be part of this and look forward to coming back next year.
I'm going to do a longer mile next year. I'll probably do like 20 or might move up to 50 or something like that.
In Pine Bluff, Jalissa Garza, THV 11 News.
All right, thanks, Jalissa. Now today, some Arkansans were talking trash. Keep Little Rock Beautiful assembled a small army of volunteers for the beginning of the Great Arkansas Cleanup. The event started by cleaning up the boat ramp section of Murray Park. Among the volunteers, a large gathering of our very own Craig O'Neill's Arkansans of the day. Volunteers got tools and gloves and got to work, including Colby Jones, head of Keep Arkansas Beautiful. If you missed today's cleanup, though, don't worry, there will be plenty more.
Find an area in your community that needs litter removed. It's very easy. Drive around, find a spot. Then let us know what day you want to do that event. Let us know about 2 weeks in advance how many volunteers you think you need and what cleanup supplies you need. We'll send it out to you for free.
You can go to keeparkansasbeautiful.com to register. The Great Arkansas Cleanup goes on statewide for 3 months. Moroccan officials estimate more than 1,300 people are dead and thousands more are injured following a powerful earthquake near the historic city of Marrakech. International crews are mobilizing to assist, including the U.S., which says it's ready to provide any necessary assistance. Christian Benavides has the latest after the quake's aftermath.
In Morocco Saturday, rescue crews searched for survivors after a 6.8 magnitude earthquake struck in the country's high Atlas Mountains. In the village of Amizmiz, this group of workers searched through the rubble. 40 miles away, this is what parts of the city of Marrakech look like. Canadian tourist Jana Meerman felt the ground shake.
There are fears of aftershocks, so we're trying to see what happens next. The city is pretty much just on alert right now. Everything's shut, all the businesses are shut, and people are just trying to figure out what to do next.
Marrakech, just outside the epicenter, is a popular tourist destination with many historic buildings, some of which are now piles of rubble. This woman is visiting from Australia.
The room started shaking. There's no other way. We was going backwards and forwards, and everything started moving, and pictures started moving, and so we just grabbed some clothes and our bags, and we raced out.
People are now lining up to donate blood as the scale of the tragedy is still coming into focus, with rescuers struggling to reach remote mountain villages which are hit the hardest. Power there has been cut and internet disrupted. This is believed to be the deadliest earthquake in Morocco since 1960. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
The quake was felt as far away as Portugal and Algeria. While the U.S. Geological Survey measured the quake at 6.8, Morocco's seismic agency measured it at a 7.2 on the Richter scale. Now over in Georgia, we're learning more about the special grand jury investigating efforts to overturn Georgia's 2020 presidential election results. Also recommended charges for Senator Lindsey Graham, 2 former U.S. senators, and more than a dozen other people. Ultimately, they were not on the list of those charged by the Fulton County District Attorney, which did include former President Trump and 18 others.
There is an additional process that goes on in prosecutors' offices before they seek charges, in which they analyze the evidence and decide whether it's in the public interest to seek these charges.
Charges were recommended for 39 people, the DA deciding to only charge 19 of them. Members of the panel spent more than 7 months hearing from at least 75 witnesses. The grand jury recommended that its report be made public. Over in Utah, a mother known to millions for her strict online parenting advice is accused of aggravated child abuse. Ruby Frankie's YouTube videos became controversial for her take on tough love. On Friday, she made her initial court appearance, facing allegations that 2 of her own children were found to be abused and malnourished. Carter Evans has more from Los Angeles.
Even before her arrest, Ruby Frankie's social media videos providing strict parenting advice garnered a large following, but also raised eyebrows.
Up until now, I was really hoping that keeping them home from school and wiping the floorboards would really bring pain.
Some followers first expressed concerns 3 years ago with an online petition calling for an investigation into Frankie.
I told the kids, I said, I'm not even going to let you eat breakfast until you get your chores done.
Now, the 41-year-old mother of 6 is facing criminal charges. She and Jody Hildebrandt, who owns a relationship counseling business, are accused of abusing and starving 2 of Frankie's young children.
The fact that these are charges related to felonies, not misdemeanors, goes to the idea that we're talking about serious physical harm to the children.
The charges were filed after police said Frankie's 12-year-old son climbed out the window of Hildebrandt's home and ran to a nearby house asking for food and water. The neighbor called 911.
I think he's been detained. He's obviously covered in wounds.
Authorities say the juvenile appeared to be emaciated and malnourished with open wounds and duct tape around the extremities. When police searched Hildebrandt's home, they say they also found Frankie's 10-year-old daughter in a similar physical condition of malnourishment. On Friday, Frankie and Hildebrandt appeared via video before a judge who ordered them to remain jailed without bail.
Have you received a copy of the information in this case?
Yes.
The 2 defendants said little and did not enter a plea. Carter Evans, CBS News.